Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Aries. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is another reading for the week of May 1st through the 7th, 2023. However, energy is timeless, and so anytime that you're seeing this, if the message resonates, if the title resonates, then there could be messages for you. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you have strong Aries placements anywhere throughout your chart and any parts of this resonates, then it could be meant for you. Don't try to force anything or make it fit, but do know that energies can be flip-flop, crisscrossed, and or reversed, and that everybody encompasses both masculine and feminine energies within them, so it's a matter of balance. Okay, so this week we've got a lot of energy, astrological energy that's going on. And I know I always say that, but this week it's like for real, for real. We start out the week on May 1st, Monday, May 1st, with Beltane. Big celebration and pagan, and I think it's Celtic, religions or following or spiritual, whatever, practices. And that's air element regarding the mind, energy of creation, action, and newness. So springtime, spring energy. Things are blossoming and sprouting and getting ready for growth. And so also on May 1st is Pluto retrograde, another retrograde. And that lasts through October 10th. Now, Pluto rules shadow and the underworld. And it's a time to look at your need for recognition, authority, power, and working through the dark night of the soul. Like, it's a time to really reflect and look at your ego, it's like, if you're expecting respect, are you giving respect? Are you giving or receiving what you're giving, basically? Vice versa. Take it as it resonates. So Tuesday, the moon moves into Libra. That's air energy, diplomacy, balance, socialization, relationships, speaking up and sharing. Thursday, the moon is in Scorpio, water energy, finding motivation, harnessing control, power, and pursuing your passions. Then Friday, that's when the lunar eclipse happens. And it's in Scorpio. It's a full moon in Scorpio, and that's an energetic ending or culmination point of exciting events. It's also the Beltane astrological date. So especially if you have Scorpio anywhere within your chart, you're going to feel this even more than any of the other signs. Also worth noting, Wednesday and Thursday, the 3rd and 4th of May, are also the dates for Hall of Flowers. Hall of Flowers is one of the largest cannabis trade shows in the country. They used to do 2 shows separately throughout the year. This is the first year that they've combined both of those shows to make one big, massive show. So it's going to be guaranteed to be just huge and successful, held in Santa Rosa. The reason I'm saying this, it's called Hall of Flowers, meaning cannabis flower, right? But the full moon in Scorpio is actually called the flower moon. What a weird coincidence, right? So I did this reading at the end of 2022. It's called the 13 Moons of 2023. It was a prophecy reading. And I have it timestamped, so you can go back and just fast forward and go to where I talk about the flower moon in May. And the cards that I pulled for that reading were the Rutilated Quartz card for the crystal. And that talks about manifestation, which is prime time around full moons to manifest. It's bringing in more of what you want and desire, right? So with manifestation, and especially full moons, charge your crystals, take a saltwater bath, especially being in Scorpio. Anything around water is a great thing. Bask in the luminescent glow underneath the full moon rays. Find time to meditate with the full moon, especially since it's a lunar eclipse. It's going to be incredible. So, everybody's freaking out. They're like, oh, it's going to be bad, and ascension, and, these signs are going to feel it the worst. And yeah, they might feel it the most, but maybe not worse, because I'm not feeling like, it's my cat. Sorry, guys. I don't think it's going to be bad. Like that sounded. I think it's going to be, exciting. And exciting can mean a lot of things, right? But I think it's going to be exciting and meant to always teach us lessons, but in all the good ways. So at least that's the way I'm going to look at it. Then we've got on Saturday the moon entering Sagittarius, fire sign, your fellow, energy, if you will. It's regarding truth and visions, long-term plans, and thinking big, like taking big action. So we're still in Mercury retrograde until the 14th. That rules communication, transportation, technology, and glitches all around. Chaos and confusion. And basically Mercury retrograde is the time that if you haven't dealt with anything, like something that you really needed to deal with, it's going to come back and hit you like square upside the head. Slap you in your face. And if you don't deal with it this time around, it's going to be even more so the next time around. So, deal with your shit for sure. Okay, so moving forward, the song that I had on pre-shuffle for you, talking about dealing with your shit. I love this band, by the way, but especially the name of their band and the time period that we're in, Mercury retrograde right now. It's widespread panic, and that's like what we don't need right now. I think the entire world is under widespread panic at this point, right? And the name of the song is Picking Up the Pieces. It's a short song, but it's just like real like smooth and jammy. But literally, like, I just started to write down the lyrics and not realizing that these are basically all the lyrics. It repeats itself throughout the song, but these are basically all the lyrics that I wrote down. It's picking up those pieces, putting them away, not writing you a letter, not today, not wanting to meet my savior, not this way, sweating out my worries, just another day. That's it. So, somebody's picking up the pieces, putting them away. There was a fight, an argument, a disagreement. Somebody's bitter with somebody else. It could be, ego involved. We are going into this Pluto retrograde, so we need to look at that. Not writing you a letter, not today. So it's like not reaching out, not communicating. Somebody's being stubborn AF. Just going to put it out there. And Aries, love you guys, mean it, but this is totally your energy. You guys are emperors, and you live in that, well, I'm not going to do it first. That's not me. You guys do that all the time. I'm just being honest with you, okay? Not wanting to meet my savior, not this way. Like, this is being so stubborn that you're not even wanting to work on yourselves. And that's where it's like, as a reader, I'll read the cards. I'll tell you what I know, with astrology. That's all I can do. I'm not going to force this down your throat. You're here for a reason listening to this, but if you're not going to take my advice, then why are you even here? Just asking. Not wanting to meet my savior, not this way. Well, then straighten the freak up. What way do you need to be in order to ascend to your best version of yourself? Get with it. It's time. Like, this is the time, okay? Sweating out my worries, just another day. Sweating out your worries, like hoping that something's going to happen and change. If you're not taking positive forward-moving action, if you're not taking constant little steps to make it better, then yeah, it's just going to be another day. It's stagnant energy. There's just so many things there, but it's very stubborn energy in a very lackadaisical, jammy kind of vibe. It's really strange. So anyway, you might want to go check out the song. I am actually going to try to post it in the comments below when I get a chance after the video has been published. But let's get into this because I've already talked for 9 minutes and I haven't even pulled a card. Okay, so we've got the Moonology manifestation deck. Let me get this out of the way real quick so I've got some room. Moonology manifestation deck. This is for Aries, for their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity, for the greater good. What do we have for Aries, please? 10 minutes, and I'm just now pulling my card. I've done a lot of talking. Okay. Underneath the deck, we've got last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. So you have a lot on your mind. And I think that it's cluttered. It's got you foggy. You need to clear it, clear some space. Maybe, you know, meditation, definitely. This is the spirits are calling meditation for everybody, right? And that's what's going to help you manifest more of what you want, but you have to clear your mind first in order to, you know, start from a clean slate. Start by cleaning your house. That helps clear your mind, you know. Somebody else got this, and I forget who it was, but now my throat is closing. Somebody doesn't want me to say this. For first quarter moon in Scorpio, granted the full moon in Scorpio on Friday, it's a full moon. But the fact that it's, you know, Scorpio happening the week of with all the scorpionic energy. First quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. So, okay, so for instance, I just all of a sudden my throat closed up. That's the throat chakra. And they're meaning that there's a blockage somewhere. Somebody's trying to hold me back from saying something, speaking my truth, right? So that's a block that I would have to release. For, you know, for some of you, it could be the heart chakra. It could be the solar plexus chakra. It could be the third eye chakra. Figure out what it is and release it. What is blocking you from moving forward? So, last quarter moon in Gemini. And notice so the song said sweating out my worries just another day. Notice how they're doing some yoga there. Maybe this is talking about you need to get out and exercise. That also might help you release some blockages. And also help clear your mind. When you release that energy, that pent up energy, it will help clear your mind for sure. Definitely go out and get some exercise. I just saw the 7 of Wands, or the 7 of Swords. I hate that energy. So there could have been some theft, deceit, lying, stealing, cheating that went on. Somebody's trying to hide. Maybe feels a little guilty about. Yeah, I saw, and then right after that was the Knight of Swords. And in this deck, it looks like somebody's running away. It's like a warrior. What do we have for Aries? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good, please. 3 cards. Judgment. Somebody's making judgment on something. This is the energy going into the read, but this also could involve like court, law, police, judge. But somebody's making a judgment about something. Could be judgment on you, or you making a judgment on another person, or just somebody making a judgment within, like, for themselves. Notice, like, she's letting her soul free, you know, making a judgment so that she can be her true authentic self. So it could be that as well. What do we have for Aries, please? 3 cards for Aries. There's 2. Let's get one. Thank you. Okay. These are not bad. Okay, so sorry, my cat. Jeez. So we've got the 6 of Swords. There was some choppy, turbulent times, some rough waters in the past, this recent past. But, you know, you're bringing that ship in to calmer waters, to shore. Notice these blackbirds are like literally pulling that boat to shore. And it's like darker energy, darker skies over there. But the wind is blowing into the shore. It's like you're fine now. You're safe. Everything's going to be okay. Sixes are about, well, swords are about communication. And sixes are about balancing things out and also victory, right? So whatever it is, you're getting past it. You know, moving on to calmer waters is what that card is all about. Then we've got the Hanged Man. Somebody is still stagnant. Somebody has put themselves in this upside down position and is kind of stuck, right? And the thing about the Hanged Man is, you know, I always say, like, the Hanged Man puts themselves in this spot purposely, whether it's consciously or not, but you purposely put yourself in this position to be able to look at things from a different perspective. And you have the power to take yourself out of this position as well. And otherwise, if you stay upside down for too long, all the blood rushes to your head and you get stuck there, and you could even have an aneurysm. I'm not saying you're going to have an aneurysm. I'm just saying. But it helps you look at things from a different perspective. And notice, like, she's got that light behind her head, and she realizes this is the solution. This is what I need to do. So there could, you know, you may be coming into calmer waters or whatever, but it's still trying to figure out a solution to the problem, right? And it's interesting, it goes from 6 to 12. It jumps 6, 12, and then we've got 9. 9 is wishes fulfilled. You're figuring out, like, Eureka, that's the solution. That's what it is. This is what I need to do in order to have my wishes fulfilled. She's jumping for joy, and all the riches, you know, spilling out of that treasure box. Why is this not focusing? There we go. So somebody's coming into their abundance, or, you know, coming to this bright solution. And then underneath the deck, we've got the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, she's the other woman. She's business savvy. She's magic. She's often associated with, like, witchcraft. Doesn't have to be the negative kind, okay? But it's because she can create anything out of nothing, right? Wands are all about passion and passionate energy, and anything that you're passionate about. This is also the sign of Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So, you know, this could be you or just your energy. But she is, she's magic, you know, and she can create and make things happen just with the wave of her wand. Yeah. Passionate in the work that she does. She's very happy-go-lucky. Very beautiful. Okay, we're going to clarify. For Aries, please. Just saw 1818 on the clock. You might want to look that up. Angel number 1818. I don't know why I keep on looking at 6, 12, and 9. They can be broken down by 3. That'd be 2, 4, 3. Those numbers could be significant. 243. Angel number 243. I don't know. All right, what do we have for Aries? Clarification. I like it. So we've got the angel of the deck, Temperance. This is number 1. This is like there's the devil of the deck, and then there's the angel. And this is the angel coming in to say, hey, you're being protected. Like, I'm here to protect you, protect the situation. It's all about tempering, balancing things. You know, you could have a guardian angel looking over you. You know, it could be a family member, you know, friend, something like that. But you've got protection. Somebody in your presence. It could even be an earth angel, somebody who's actually here, but they're like an actual living, breathing earth angel, you know? Take it as it resonates. So what do we have for the 6 of Swords for Aries, please? Okay. What do we have? I'll just take it. Ace of Staffs. Yeah, passionate new beginning. Ace of Wands. So, Six of Swords, you're getting over some turbulent water, moving on to calmer waters with this passionate new beginning with someone. Someone, something, right? What's the Hanged Man? What's the... Okay, Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is usually like a younger person. Doesn't have to be, but usually is. And it could be like a child, but they could just be younger than you, okay? And cups are Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. And this is usually, like, a page is a messenger. So it's a messenger of a new opportunity. Something that can make you very happy. That could bring in abundance or bring in, like, some kind of, like, fulfillment. But also, and this is for some of you, not all of you, it talks about bringing in a message of what love created, like a baby or something like that. But, you know, if you can't have children, if that's not even, like, on the radar, it's more than likely, you know, bringing in a message that's just going to make you really happy or make you feel more secure. It's clarifying the Hanged Man. I feel like you may be trying to think about how you can make this offer. Could be that too. How can you bring this offer of love or a message, you know, to this person or this other situation? And I feel like you're having like a eureka moment about that. What's the Nine of Cups? Has to do with money, finances, anxiety. You've got fear. You're worried. There's sleepless nights. Stress. That's what this is about. Very little sleep. It's your wish fulfillment, but it's causing a lot of stress and anxiety. And again, it all has to do with communication. I think you're thinking about it, but you're just not taking the step. Yeah, and that brings me back to that song, Picking Up the Pieces. You're picking up the pieces here, trying to figure out what to do, but you don't want to meet your Savior, not this way. Sweating out my worries, just another day. You're holding yourself back, Aries. It's like you're saying, no, I don't want this right now, or I'm not ready for this right now. You got to get out of that energy. Just my friendly advice. Okay, so clarifying the Queen of Wands underneath the deck is the Ace of Cups. This is what you don't see coming. If you take that step, if you get past your worries and your fears, you've got a new beginning here. You have to clear your mind and release your blocks, whether it's your throat chakra. It very much could be your throat chakra, because if mine was closing up at the beginning of this reading, there's a reason why. I feel like it's your heart chakra and or your throat chakra. You need to speak up. Okay? Take the first step. Take that leap. Right? You've got two aces here. And I think it's, you know, starting something new with this Queen of Wands. Maybe there are things in the past that were left unsaid, and now you want to make amends. But you have to release your blocks and clear your mind in order to do that. Yep. I feel pretty confident in that. Okay, we're already at 24. God, these keep on getting longer and longer. I mean, like, I've had some of the best readings over the last 2 weeks for some of my signs. But I can't get them under like 15 minutes. Maybe I'll just start using less cards. I don't know. I've got so many good decks. Okay, this energy was just in the last reading. That was Leo. So you might want to look at Leo. And this makes a lot of sense because, like I said at the beginning of this read, we're going into Pluto retrograde, which talks about the dark night of the soul, shadow work. That's what this is. Number 40, it's the long night moon, darkness. It's like going into the void. So 40 could be significant. Somebody could be 40 years old. 4 plus 0 is 4. That talks about house, home, stability, structure, foundation. This is going within and realizing, again, like your ego, your authority, your power, like where you've been maybe abusing that, expecting a little too much, you know, not giving respect where respect is due. And, you know, also it's like, even if you feel like you were slighted, it's kind of getting over that, because that's your own ego, getting over your own ego, right? Letting bygones be bygones and realizing mistakes were made on both sides. I don't know where any of this is coming from, but this is darkness, like going into the void, dark night of the soul, doing your shadow work. It's always, shadow work never ends. Even for the most enlightened healer. I just got done telling, I think she's a Taurus, but I was telling a Taurus today, I said, you know, even for healers, we're continually healing, pulling back layers and cutting into things like an onion. When we cut into it, it'll make you cry because, you know, overwhelming emotions and stuff. So you definitely need to do some shadow work, Aries. And I say that lovingly because I just got done saying, you know, it's continual for everybody. No one is perfect because of a realization. Number 3. It's beautiful. So I'm going to read this one. I feel like that's significant. Realization. You're realizing something. And notice it's in a key, like it's in a keyhole. That's the key. This is the key to the whole thing right here. Realization. Yeah, I said the void. Oh wait, that's the dark mind. Never mind. Okay. With self-awareness comes realization. Knowledge is power. Self-examination of your role within a situation is important. Let's see. When we decide to really examine our lives without fear or favor, it can be hard. This is no doubt an act of courage. We might not like what we discover after all, yet without self-awareness, without self-awareness and the will to act upon those realizations, whether we perceive them as negative or positive, we do not get to change and grow. And that is literally what the season is all about. Like I said, Beltane, it's all about growth, change, you know, sprouting of new seeds and new life. The realization that we have a pattern, a bad habit, or a behavior that is causing us pain is a powerful position, even though we may feel worry and pain around this discovery. We can then take personal responsibility to change our situation that we know, since we know our current position. Knowing ourselves more completely enables us to accept ourselves more readily and to dare to love exactly who we really are. Companion stone or metal adventurine. That's this right here. Green adventurine. It's also good for wealth, prosperity, abundance, and luck. So, just like I was saying, this is all about, like, you're realizing that you need to get real with yourself, that you need to go into the void, that you need to do some shadow work, and that, you know, even love the dark parts of yourself, right? But once you realize what those dark parts are, it's only then that you can begin to work on them. Because otherwise, all you're doing is denying yourself that freedom. Yeah. And you'll stay stuck in that 8 of Swords anxiety energy because you'll be like, why isn't this happening for me? Why am I not getting what I want? Why am I not manifesting what I want? Why is something always falling apart when I think that it's going well? Well, because you're ignoring all the red flags, which partly you're waving yourself. So I think how it associates to this Queen of Wands and Ace of Cups, I feel like once you realize this, once you're able to release your blocks, clear your mind, this is all going to come in. You're going to have this beautiful new beginning with this Ace of Cups and Queen of Wands energy, whether it's yourself or another person, but it's going to be like this brand new revival. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I love the message, but you do have some work to do. So I will leave you to it. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. That way you get notified of my upcoming content. If you'd like to connect with me for a deeper read or something more personal, I am offering the 420 special, 4 cards for $20. Just connect with me. I have all of my information in the description below, as well as PayPal and Cash App links for you to send the orders to. And then after confirmation, I'll get those readings to you within 24 hours unless we schedule something larger. As you know, it's together we grow. I really appreciate you and your energy and time for being here with me today. And I will see you on the flip side. Peace, Aries.